Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and something feels off, but in a good way. You open your eyes and you're not dragging anymore. Your head isn't foggy. You're not already thinking, where is my coffee? Where's my bread? Where's my something sweet just to get through the day morning? Instead, though, your energy feels steady. Your mood is calmer. Your cravings are quiet. And for the first time in a very long time, you feel like your body is actually working with you instead of fighting against you. Every step of the way. I hope you're there already, but if you're not, just listen up. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, Cheryl, that sounds nice and all and everything, but my blood sugar is a hot mess and my cravings are running the show, you're going to want to stay with me until the end of this video. Because what I'm about to walk you through is not a fantasy. It's what actually happens when you give your body a chance to detox from sugar the right way and start improving insulin resistance instead of just chasing numbers on a glucose meter like most of us do every morning. And no, I'm not talking about starving yourself either, or cutting out everything that you enjoy for 6 months, or white knuckling your way through some miserable detox cleanse. No, I'm talking about a real, doable reset that can start shifting things inside your body in a matter of days, not months. If you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or just know your relationship with sugar is out of control, this video is just for you. Because once you understand what's happening in your body and how to support it, cravings stop feeling like this mysterious monster about to get you, and it starts to feel like something that you can actually manage. So let's talk about what's really going on when sugar is running the show. Well, for a lot of us, sugar is not just dessert. Sugar is comfort. It's reward, energy, distraction, stress relief, all rolled into one. You wake up, and the first thing you reach for is something sweet or something very carby, a muffin, toast, cereal, juice, flavored coffee, whatever your thing is. You get a little energy spike from it. You feel good for a minute, and then a couple hours later, boom, you crash. You're tired, you're irritable, and your brain is already planning the next hit. And then we blame ourselves by saying something like, why do I have no willpower, no self control? Why can't I just stop? Here's the truth though, most of this is chemistry, not character. So don't blame yourself. When you're constantly feeding your body fast sugar, your blood sugar spikes, right? Your insulin spikes, and over time, your cells are going to stop listening to you. They don't trust you no more. That's insulin resistance. Your body is screaming, we've got too much sugar in our bloodstream. And your cells are like, yeah, I'm full too. So the sugar just keeps circulating. The cravings keep cycling. And you feel more and more out of control. But the good news is that your body is not broken. It's just feeling overwhelmed. And once you pull sugar out of the driver's seat, your body is going to absolutely start to get back into balance. But you can't just yank sugar out and hope for the best. You can't do that. That's when the headaches, the mood swings, the I'm going to bite someone's head off if I don't get something sweet moments, those are going to show up. But instead of punishing yourself, we're going to support your body through a sugar detox so that it can finally do what it's been trying to do all along. And that is getting stabilized. When you stop flooding your body with sugar, the first thing that happens is your blood sugar starts to drop and your insulin levels begin to calm down. Your liver switches from processing an overload of sugar to using stored glycogen and eventually goes back to burning more fat for energy. Now, that little transition, that's where most people freak out because it does not always feel good at first. No, it's like, no, that first 24 hour to 72 hours can feel a little rough. It's like a withdrawal phase. That's what I was just going to say. A drug withdrawal that I was going to say. You might feel tired, cranky, headachy, or like your brain is moving slow. That's not your body failing. That is literally your metabolism flipping from sugar burning mode to fat burning mode. If nobody ever told you that was coming, of course you think, this isn't working. I feel awful. I need sugar. But when you understand what's happening, that discomfort becomes a sign that things are actually changing and are actually working. And the more you support your body through those first few days, the faster you move out of that stage and into the part that everybody wants to be. Steady energy, fewer cravings, clearer thinking, better mood, and blood sugar that isn't spiking all over the place. So, how do you support your body through a sugar detox instead of just suffering through it? The very first place I want you to look is your mornings. If you start your day with sugar or a big blast of simple carbs, you've already built a roller coaster and strapped yourself in. Your body is going to chase that spike and crash all day long. So, I want you to picture a different kind of morning. You wake up, and instead of grabbing juice or sweet coffee or toast, you're going to feed your body something that actually keeps your blood sugar steady. And that's protein and healthy fats. I'm talking about eggs, avocado, unsweetened Greek yogurt, chia seeds, nuts, flax seeds, or maybe some smoked salmon. Sorry. Nothing complicated, just real food that doesn't set your blood sugar on fire. When you start your day that way, your blood sugar rises gently instead of leaping off a cliff. And when your blood sugar is steady, your brain is not screaming for sugar an hour later. Your cravings come down and you feel more in control of yourself. Most people never even test this because we've been trained to think breakfast food equals carbs and sugar. But if you only change your breakfast for this detox, you're going to feel so much better and you're going to have you're going to experience a huge difference. Now, while this is happening, your body is also flushing a whole lot of water. When you cut sugar and simple carbs, your body lets go of stored glycogen, and glycogen holds water. That's why some people feel lighter and less puffy pretty quickly after the detox. But here's the catch. When water leaves, electrolytes leave with it. So if you're cutting out the sugar and suddenly you feel tired, maybe dizzy or like your head is pounding, a lot of that is not the detox. It's not that the detox is dangerous either, but it's that your body needs minerals. Drinking plain water is not going to be enough. You need magnesium, potassium, sodium, all those electrolytes that keep your cells humming again. So you make sure not to avoid that. You can get that from mineral water, maybe a pinch of sea salt in your water, coconut water without the added sugar, and foods like spinach and avocado. When your electrolytes are balanced, your energy comes back, and your mood stabilizes, and the detox feels 10 times more manageable than if you didn't. Another big factor that people forget about is your gut. When you've been feeding your body a lot of sugar and processed foods, you've also been feeding certain bacteria in your gut that feed off of sugar. So when you suddenly cut off their sugar supply, they don't go quietly, those bacteria. As they die off, they release toxins, and that can look like bloating, mood swings, weird cravings, even skin issues. So you have to be mindful about that. But this is where fiber becomes your best friend. High fiber foods helps sweep out those toxins from your gut and feeds the good bacteria and keep things moving so that you're not just sitting there feeling miserable. Veggies, chia seeds, flax seeds, berries, lentils, all of that gives your gut the support that it needs while your body is recalibrating. Now, before I go deeper, I want to pause right here and talk about something important because I know a lot of you are not just trying to eat cleaner. You ain't about that. You're dealing with diabetes, pre-diabetes, scary lab numbers, insulin resistance that's been ignored for years. And doctors who throw medications at you but don't give you a roadmap for your daily life so that you can control this thing. That's exactly why I created my diabetic comeback system. It is a bundle that's designed for people just like you who are tired of guessing. Inside, I walk you through step by step ways to stabilize blood sugar, calm those sugar cravings, build meals that actually work for your body, your diabetic body, because it's different when when you have diabetes, and create habits that support better insulin sensitivity instead of sabotaging it. So, if what I'm saying is clicking with you and you're thinking, I need more than just one YouTube video, that bundle that I created is where I've put this full game plan into. You don't have to figure this out by yourself, and you're not alone. The link for that bundle is below the video in the description area. All right, so let's get back to your detox. So we're going to continue with this. And I know this is a lot to take in. If you have to listen to the video again, please do. But what I'm telling you works. I've been a diabetic for 5 years, had an A1C of 13.0, and I think my blood sugar was 285 when I went to the doctor that day. And I brought my A1C down to 5.5 in 6 months. And you can too. Let's get on with this thing because I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. One of the most underrated tools you have in this process is something almost nobody talks about, and that's bitter foods. And I know that does not sound too sexy, but listen. Your body was designed to handle all 5 taste profiles: sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Our modern diets are overloaded with sweet and salty and processed foods. The bitter taste pretty much disappeared. Yet, bitter foods are actually play a huge role in appetite regulation and cravings, in case you didn't know that. When you eat something bitter like arugula, 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 dandelion greens, apple cider vinegar, or unsweetened green tea, you're going to activate a different set of taste receptors and digestive hormones. Your body starts producing more digestive enzymes. Your liver gets a gentle nudge to detox more efficiently, and your brain gets a stronger "I'm satisfied" signal. That one change alone can make sugar cravings drop dramatically. Instead of finishing a meal and feeling like, I need something sweet, your body feels complete with that bitter taste. For a lot of people, this is the missing piece. It's not that they don't eat enough, it's that they never get the hormonal signal that the meal is completely over. Arugula, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is a great example. It's peppery, it's sharp, it's slightly bitter. If you eat a small handful with lemon before or with your meal, you're going to prime your digestive system. Your blood sugar won't spike as hard, and your body will process the meal more efficiently. Dandelion greens go even deeper, especially for your liver, which is the main organ dealing with all that sugar that you put into it. When your liver is backed up and overwhelmed, you're going to feel it as cravings, you're going to feel tired, and you're going to have mood issues. When it gets help from bitter foods, your detox suddenly feels a lot smoother. And then there's unsweetened green tea. A lot of people underestimate how powerful green tea is. It's bitter, yes, especially at first, but that bitterness is part of why it works. Green tea helps your body use fat for energy. It supports your liver and it stabilizes your blood sugar. If you get into the habit of having a cup of green tea in the morning and maybe another one in the afternoon, you're basically giving your detox a daily booster shot. That's what I call it. And a little apple cider vinegar in your water, like I'm doing right now. I think I have some right here. Yeah. Over time, it's a multiplier factor. And over time, your taste buds are going to adjust to it. And what used to taste harsh starts tasting clean and refreshing. And here's the fun part. The sweeter foods that you used to love suddenly taste way too sweet. And that's your palate resetting. Now let's talk about movement. Because this is another one people overcomplicate. When I say move your body, I'm not telling you to go sign up for a hardcore boot camp or gym. I'm talking about tiny bursts of movement that directly change what your blood sugar is doing in real time. Even sitting here and doing this is movement. Anytime you move your muscles, they start pulling glucose out of your bloodstream to use for energy. That means you can literally lower your blood sugar with a 5-minute walk or doing what I'm doing now while sitting. A short walk after meals has been shown to bring post-meal blood sugar down significantly, bring your blood sugar down significantly. You don't have to power walk, you just have to move. If you feel a craving coming on, try this instead of going straight for the pantry. Stand up, walk around your house for 5 minutes, step outside, walk down the block and back. By the time you sit down, that intense craving wave has usually passed because your body just used some of that sugar and your brain got the message that we're okay. We don't need an emergency snack right now. I know, I'm silly. Movement also helps to fix another issue that gets ignored: stress. So many of our sugar cravings are not actually about hunger. They're about stress, boredom, anxiety, worry, or just wanting comfort. High cortisol, that stress hormone you hear about, it makes your body want quick energy, and sugar is the fastest option. Gentle movement helps lower cortisol. When you move, your body releases endorphins, your mood shifts, and suddenly that craving doesn't feel so loud. I hope I'm getting the point across. Sleep is the other big silent player here. If you're not sleeping well, your hunger hormones go completely out of balance. You produce more of the hormone that makes you hungry and less of the ones that says we're full. So of course, you're going to wake up sometimes wanting sugar. During a sugar detox, protecting your sleep is non-negotiable. Dim those lights earlier, put away your phone, maybe sip some herbal tea, take a warm shower, and give your nervous system a chance to calm down after a long day of stress. Better sleep equals fewer cravings and better blood sugar control. Now let's talk about mindset. Because you know I'm not going to let you off the hook with that one at all. If you go into this saying, I can't have sugar, I'm not allowed, your brain is going to act like a rebellious teenager. The more you tell yourself that you can't, the more you're going to want it. The sugar I'm talking about. So instead, you're going to shift the story to I'm choosing to eat in a way that makes my body feel safer and more stable. I'm choosing to calm my blood sugar. I'm choosing to support my future self. That sounds simple, but that little language shift changes how you show up every day. This is not punishment. This is an investment in yourself and in your health. And if you slip up, because of course you're human and you're going to slip up sometimes. Yes, it may happen. Do not throw the whole thing away. One sugary snack does not undo all of your work. Just go right back to the drawing board. Your next balanced meal. Drink some water. Move your body. Maybe even brew some green tea and keep going. Your body responds to consistent patterns, not isolated moments like messing up. And as you stick with this for a few days, here's what you can expect if you're consistent. Those strong, loud cravings start to soften. Your energy stops yo-yoing all day. Your brain feels so much clearer. Your mood isn't all over the place, and your stomach may feel less bloated. Your skin might even start to look better because sugar drives inflammation everywhere, including your face. And for my diabetic and insulin resistant folks, this is where you often start to see better blood sugar numbers because that constant sugar attack has finally slowed down. Now, if you're listening to all of this thinking, Cheryl, I want to do this, but I need more hand holding, more structure, more tell me exactly what to do. That is exactly what my diabetic comeback system bundle will do for you. That's what it was built for. It pulls all of these pieces together: food, movement, mindset, routines, all of that into a step-by-step roadmap. So this does not just become another thing that you tried. It becomes the season where you finally take your power back and take your health back. And if you're in those fragile early days after hearing the words, you have diabetes from your doctor, I also created a free guide called What to Do the First 30 Days After a Diabetes Diagnosis. That guide is meant to be your lifeline when everything feels scary and confusing. It walks you through the first month so that you don't feel like you're drowning in information with no direction, because that's how I felt 5 years ago. Both of these resources, the Diabetic Comeback System and the free 30-day guide, are linked below in the description. Use them. Grab them, use them, make sure you follow them. They are going to be your support, not to overwhelm you. And if this video helped you in any way, go ahead and subscribe, because we're not stopping here. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video, because I'm going to be talking about 10 natural metformin alternatives to help keep your blood sugar in check. If you've ever wondered, are there other options to metformin? This is the video for you. If you want to have natural support, I can add alongside that in that video. That's what I'm going to do. That video is a must watch. You are not stuck with the way things are today. Your body is incredibly capable of healing and rebalancing when you stop drowning it in sugar and finally give it what it needs. This detox is not about perfection. It's about taking one powerful step in the right direction and then taking another one tomorrow. You deserve to feel safe in your own body again, right? And we're going to walk that road together as long as you're subscribed here to this channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.